Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing.
We want to give a special thanks to Zuru Mini Brands for sending this to us as a gift for free. What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniature world. Today, we are taking a look at something new from Mini Brands. It's Zuru Mini Brands Really Works Magic Cook Kitchen. It's a whole line of new minis that look like kitchen appliances, where we can pretend that we're cooking in miniature. It says magically cooks over and over again. All right, I'm interested. And y'all, did you notice something? That these are not round capsules. They're boxes. Thank you. I have been asking for this for so long. It's not a surprise box. We can see which one we're getting. The items included are listed underneath. This box includes 1 magic cooker, 2 bags of dough, 1 plate, 4 raspberries, and 3 blueberries. There are picture instructions on the side. Batteries are included, so it seems like there is some kind of electrical component. But the real question is, can these work in our 1/6 scale world? Here's my little fabric doll that I made a while back. That's around 11.5 inches tall. Let's see how she looks with the minis. To open it, cut the tape at the bottom, then use the notches on the sides to pull the little box out of the case. Remove the cardboard and the items under the platform. Then we're going to turn the little tab that says open, so we can release the appliance. Instructions are included. There are instructions on how to change the battery, and there's a collector's guide showing all the different appliances that are available in this collection. And on the back, there are instructions on how to use the appliance. And it looks like there's a UV light involved that will change the color of the mini food that is not edible, but it's to make it look like it's been cooked, which totally seems optional to me. Here's the waffle maker. It's pink with a faux light on the top, and there is a dial that you can turn to turn on the light. When we open it, we can see that the light is on the top, and there's a waffle design inside. Here's the appliance with my doll. I'm gonna say it's a little large, but let's see how those waffles look. We get 2 bags of dough. They do contain wheat, and remember, they are not edible. The dough is yellow. I opened 1 package, and I'm gonna place all the dough inside. Smooth it out a little, then close the top and press it down. Then turn it on, then let it cook for 10 to 15 seconds. We got air quotes because it's not really cooking. Personally, I don't plan on using the UV light feature. I am mainly here for the mini appliances to add more detail to my dollhouse, which is why scale is the most important thing to me. I think this waffle maker will look great with dolls with larger heads. It even looks pretty good with the smart doll. Let's turn off the light and open it up. Oh wow, look at that! It browned on top, so it does look like we cooked it. Now let's open the paper bag to get a nice blue plate. I like that. It's a little large, like a serving plate, and I'm seeing that the color on the waffle has already faded. But here are the included berries. I think the raspberry has some nice detail, and a spatula or a fork would have been a fantastic accessory to help us get the waffle out of the waffle maker. And just turn the light on again so that we can get the waffle out. And it's pretty soft, so I am kind of destroying it a little, but I got it onto the plate while it's still a little brown, but it is fading. We get 2 bags of dough, so I made another waffle, and it's been drying for over 12 hours. It's still a little soft, but it's starting to dry out, so if this dough is left out, it will dry, and mine is cracking a little on the side. But once it's dry, we can take a little honey brown paint, remove a lot of the excess paint, and lightly dry brush the waffle to make it golden brown. If you don't want the dough to dry out, you will have to find a resealable bag or container. I have some air dry clay where the yellow is a little different, but I'm interested in seeing if we can use it in this waffle maker to make more waffles. And that's a yes, but I would probably let it sit a little so it has time to dry out a little to make it easier to remove. But then again, we would have to just add a little paint if we want to create that golden brown. Even though it's a little large, would I use this waffle maker in my 1/6 scale world? Probably. Yeah, I probably would. So the dolls can enjoy some large waffles. Now let's check out the mixer, which is also pink. This time I'm opening it so I don't damage the box, because if I want to keep the container for storage, the cardboard helps to keep it snug. Because here's my first one, so yeah. And since the bottom of the container is open, it's a little bit of a challenge for me to stack them neatly, and I want to stack them. But the cardboard makes the bottom flat, so there's no problem. Let's remove all the plastic from the mixer, which also has a UV light right here with an on-off switch in the front. The dial on the top we can turn to mix stuff. We can move the top of the mixer back and forth. I think it has some pretty nice detail. And if we turn the bowl, we can remove it. It's an off-white color with handles on the side. It's a nice size bowl, and I think the mixer is a good size for the dolls. We get 2 bags of slime. That is pretty slimy. We can place it in the bowl, place the bowl back underneath, then lower the top and turn the dial to mix the batter. If you choose to use the UV light, it will make the batter change colors. I'm just going to leave it the color that it is, but I do like all the detail in this appliance. And it can fit in my new kitchen on the counter, which makes me very happy, and I wouldn't mind seeing it in a blue or turquoise color in the future. Speaking of blue, there's a blue blender that has the light in the handle. The top is removable, and we can take out this inner cup. We get 2 bags of white slime. But this time we get a jar where we can store the slime. And we get a paper bag with just 3 little blueberries. A little container to hold the blueberries in would have been awesome. But I am very happy that this time we got a container for the slime, which seems to be the same slime as what came with the mixer. I place the slime in the jar to look like milk, then pour it into the blender. Go on, get in the blender. Add the blueberries at the top. Oh wait, we're supposed to wind the bottom 6 times. Then we can turn the little dial and it spins a little bit there. And if I turn it all the way, the UV light comes on, turning the slime purple. So it's kind of like a little wind-up toy. Mine's kind of just doing what it wants, but that could be operator error and your experience could be different. I like the color of the blender, but I could do without the light in the handle. But once again, I like that we get a jar. And here it is with our doll for size. I do think it's a little large, but you could probably get away with it. The hot plate or electric burner is red with the light on top. We get a pan that has a clear bottom. I really like this. And a spatula that we can also use with those waffles. We get another jar. Nice. 2 bags of slime, a large cream-colored plate, a steak, 1 cut piece of potato, 1 cut piece of carrot, and 3 pieces of broccoli. The slime in this set is brown, so we can cook the steak in the burner, and if you want, you can turn on the light to brown it. Then place the steak on the plate, add some slimy sauce, and dinner in the dollhouse is served. In this set, we get a lot of pieces. I really like the pan. The plate is a little large, but I think we can get away with it. And a fork would have been icing on the steak. I think the burner is a little on the large side, but again, doable, and I love that we get a jar to hold the slime. Up next, we have a popcorn maker that is red with silver stripes. Here's the dial to turn on the UV light, and in the back there's a little lever so that we'll be able to make the popcorn pop. We get a bag of popcorn and a bowl. Let's open the front to add the popcorn, which are individual little pieces. Then we can close the front. You can turn on the light if you like to change the color of the popcorn, and push the lever in the back to make it pop. And then serve some of the popcorn in the bowl. I think this could be cute in a doll home theater, and the light is optional. We could even remove the batteries if we don't plan on using it. And we can totally add the bowl to our back wall. Here we have a cupcake maker. It's a cream color. I like the color. The on-off switch is on the top and the light is inside, right there. We get silver colored tongs and pre-made cupcakes in blue plastic wrappers. They are all one piece. We get 6 that we can place inside, then close the top, and you can turn it on if you want that color change effect. With the dolls, it's a pretty large kitchen appliance, but the cupcakes look like a good size. There's an ice cream maker that is blue with silver details. I really like the look of this. We can turn it at the top. The front opens, so we can add a swirl of ice cream by just placing it inside. And it's just sitting in there. Let's put the top back on. We get a clear cup. I like the look of this. We can place it underneath. Now we can turn the handle this direction to turn on the light and change the color of the ice cream, or turn it the other way to release the ice cream. There we go. And add the included chocolate stick. I love the color, and I think this looks like a pretty nice piece for the dollhouse. But it's a tiny bit too tall to fit on my counter. Ooh, but the toaster looks like it matches the fill the fridge. I mean, it's pretty close. It's in the same family. This toaster is a little large for our 1/6 scale world, but is it cute enough for me to still put it on my back wall? Yes, it is. In this set, we also get a jar, 2 bags of slime. I think the slime is the same color as the one that came with the steak. We got tongs, a large cream-colored plate, which also looks like the same one that comes with the steak. And I am okay with that because now we get 2. There's a spreader for jam, 2 large pieces of toast that we can place in the toaster. If we push the lever all the way down, it does turn on the light. Then if I turn the dial, the toast comes back up. I can use the tongs to remove the bread, and you can see that it's changed color. We also get 2 strawberries, then use the spreader to place the slime on top and try to spread it around to look like toast with jam. And here's the toast with my doll for size. And then the toaster goes on the counter. The pasta machine or pasta maker is the same color as the toaster, I think. Yeah, I think they look pretty close. Now this one does not use a UV light. We can just turn the handle on the side and you can see that this part here moves. But this set does come with powder that we can mix with water in this bowl. There's a spatula and a little measuring cup that I am totally gonna put on the wall. And it looks like a good size with the dolls. We get another cream plate and mint leaves. I empty 1 bag of powder into the bowl according to the instructions. Fill the measuring cup with water to that line, then pour it into the bowl. Stir for a minute. It turns into a dough that we can just knead for 2 to 3 minutes. Take the handle out of the pasta machine and place it on the other side. Then turn it while trying to feed the dough through. It's working! It flattened the dough. Move the handle back to the other side. Feed the dough in the top while turning the handle to make some pasta. Look at that. Place it onto the plate and add a little mint. Okay, that one definitely felt like a little mini cooking experience to me. I think this one gives us a nice amount of pieces to really set the scene. I love the measuring cup. I like that the plates match, and the bowl and the spatula are great accessories. And I like that this one doesn't use a UV light. Overall, scale does seem to vary a little in this collection. I like the appliances that can fit my 1/6 scale world, but probably won't use the UV lights. But let us know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you for joining us while we took a look at Zuru Mini Brands Really Works Magic Cook Kitchen. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!